2 years ago, you couldn't have told me who Cam Chancellor was. You couldn't have told me who Byron Maxwell was. You couldn't have told me who Bobby Wagner was, Michael Bennett, myself. Earl was the only one who had somewhat of a name right there. I wasn't even starting, honestly. I mean, I didn't start till I think 6th or 7th game.
The Giants game.
Yeah, the Giants game. And he comes up to me and he's like, "Man, you're gonna be special. You're gonna be special. This is what we do." We came up with like a little plan for that game. He told me to funnel the man inside to him, and he's gonna get the ball.
You're gonna man it there. It's intercepted. It's picked up by Earl Thomas.
And he's like, "This is what we gonna do. This is what we gonna do."
And is that the game that it took off?
Yeah, that's when we kind of figured ourselves out and what we could be.
Tell me about the personalities.
Sherman's more outgoing. I'm more to myself.
So you do all the talking for the group?
I wouldn't say all of it.
You take advantage of his ops.
Okay.
Earl, he's one person that I say, when he says something to you, he means what he says. He only says enough to get his point across.
And the Chiefs have beaten the Seattle Seahawks 24-20.
A week after the Kansas City game. Seems like that's when your season turned around, and they say you had a lot to do with it.
I remember I was watching y'all on TV, and I heard, was it Rodney Harrison, right?
You brought up the great point that Earl Thomas, it's feast or famine.
Every shot can't be a knockout blow. I know he forced 2 fumbles, but he has to come up and make the sure tackle.
And that pissed me off. So when I heard that, I'm glad he said it, because sometimes I need somebody to tell me that I fell off so it could push me harder.
After that game there was some little verbal back and forth. What was that all about?
When you don't say too much all the time, you can see stuff going on around you. And I just said what was on my mind. Through that, we got it together.
How'd you take it?
Yeah, exactly how I went. That's pretty much how I went, because it was coming from the right place. And I think that's what it took a second for everybody to realize. Tempers, grown men, alpha males, bunch of alpha males out there. It's gonna get hot regardless. But once it calmed down and everybody got to the same page, everybody knew it was coming from a good place. Hey, I appreciate you. You appreciate me. Appreciate y'all.
Heinz Ward joining us here on the field. Earl Thomas calling you out there, Rodney.
Earlier in the season, I called him out because he wasn't very good. He was trying to do too much. He was missing tackles. He was giving up big plays. He was taking a lot of bad angles. But this is why I say he's the best free safety in the league, that his ability to cover so much ground, and even with a hurt shoulder, he's making tackles in the open field. He can get it done in the deep half of the field, but when he's in the open field, Coach, he's the best sure tackler in the game.
And then we know about Richard Sherman on the outside. Their philosophy is not to give up deep passes, and Sherman is the best in the league at this. But what I love about him, he is an intelligent player. He understands the offense, what they're trying to do to him. And when that ball's in the air, he's got wide receiver ball skills. He believes it's his.
And guys, I watched Cam Chancellor warm up today in his big, bulky knee brace. He has a tough challenge tonight trying to guard Rob Gronkowski on one leg. And you can best believe Tom Brady is going to attack Cam Chancellor in the passing game.
Well, you got a couple of these guys banged up. You got the shoulder with Thomas, you got the elbow with Sherman, and now the knee with Chancellor as well.
I don't really worry about Earl Thomas as a free safety. You don't have to have a knockout every time you hit somebody. You just have to make sure you make the sure tackle in the open field.
All right. Richard Sherman on the field. We're going to take you up close and personal. When we come back, we'll introduce you to some of the key performers for Super Bowl 49, and we will hear from both quarterbacks. You're watching NBC's coverage of Super Bowl 49.
I've never been on a business trip before. What do you guys do on them anyway?
Well, the first thing I do is
talk to corporate, approve memos, hit on Deborah, get rejected, scratch my car.
Do it, throw it. What happened? Just throw it. The waiting's the worst part.
Unfinished Business in theaters March 6th. To see what we couldn't show you here, go online at goign.com. Unfinished Business to get a first look at the full exclusive new trailer.
Certainly.
Rated R.
Healthcare.gov allowed me to be able to continue on with my own life.
Go, sign up, and you have health insurance.
I qualify for financial assistance, and it's a huge weight off my chest.
With Healthcare.gov, I have options to specialists, primary care physicians, and dental.
And so I went online, I found a plan that was for me, and it's been excellent ever since.
No matter who you are, Healthcare.gov is there for you.
Join the millions making their lives better and more secure with health insurance through Healthcare.gov. Most are eligible for financial assistance. The deadline to enroll is February 15th, so sign up today.
You know that feeling you get when you save money on parts without having to jump through any hoops, track points, or make a bunch of extra trips to the store? Yeah, that's the one. Introducing Speed Perks from Advance Auto Parts, a rewards program for guys who love getting under the hood. No cards, no points, no nonsense.
Welcome back to Showdown. I'm Jerry Rice here discussing the big race between the tortoise and the hare. My guest is Stephanie Branton.
Jerry, I'm going bunny.
Shocker.
Not really. You see, the hare's thoracic limbs allow for greater extension and elongated strides. Look for the hare to leverage this advantage.
Okay. To get a babysitter now, it's so expensive, man. It's so expensive. It costs you so much money. And I don't know what to do, man.
The kids, they show up with the headphones on and walking in the door like, you know, when are you going to pay me? Do I got to take, isn't the kid sleeping already? What cable stations do you get?
I know, it's just totally different. It's so different now.
Good luck today, little buddy.
Avocados from Mexico.
Is that the new Galaxy Note 4?
Smooth intro, man. And yes, that is the 5.7-inch Note 4. With the best screen we've ever put in a phone. It's big enough for multitasking, so you can get to all the important stuff.
You guys think I should start McCoy?
Yeah, you start McCoy.
Look at the detail.
It has about twice the resolution of Full HD. And a super wide lens so you can selfie with, like, everyone.
Do you think you can send us?
Yeah, you gotta give me your number, though.
The best big screen phone just got even better. Introducing the Samsung Galaxy Note 4. The next big thing is here.
Some battle scars are worn on the inside. And for anyone who's been there, there's a secret. It doesn't harden you. It makes you more human.
Hometown Heroes, Russell Wilson, Richmond, Virginia.
I was fortunate to chaperone Russell's junior prom, and when they cranked up the band, came over and got me and asked me to dance. What other person do you know that age would ask their teacher to dance but Russell?
He was my senior when I was in kindergarten, and what that means was we would meet with each other, play games, drawing pictures. This one Russell drew, and this one I drew.
He was a good basketball player and also a very good baseball player. I was really happy that he was able to give football a shot because to prove all the doubters that it's not all about your height. He was a true sportsman.
Russell is the pride of Richmond, Virginia, and the son of Tammy and Harrison Wilson. Russell's dad, a football and baseball player in college at Dartmouth, passed away at the age of 55 back in 2010. He was suffering from complications of diabetes, so never got a chance to see his son win a Super Bowl or win one of the most memorable games in playoff history just 2 weeks ago. How would you describe the first 55 minutes of the NFC title game?
Horrendous. You know, it could get any much worse, but you just keep playing.
Wilson in a tight pocket, throws it over the middle, deflected, and intercepted.
How would you describe the final 8.5 minutes of that game?
As good as it gets. You know, I think when you think about the execution that it took to get that done, keep the ball moving, score touchdowns, be clutch in terms of the guys around me and just making the plays.
Went off the hands of Brandon Bostic and caught by Seattle.
And then Chris Matthews gets the onside kick. You know, what a feeling. And you feel like, okay, we know we're going to make this happen. And I think that's the essence. That's where the true depth of our football team is, just the resiliency.
It's an over-the-shoulder catch at the goal line. It's a touchdown, and the Seahawks are going back to the Super Bowl.
Why was all that emotion stored up? Where was it stored up?
Well, you know, I don't get too emotional, as you know me, over the years. You know, I don't get too emotional. I try to stay even keel as much as possible. But there's certain times, you know, in a game where the fire really comes out.
But what was hitting you right then?
More so than anything at the end of the game, just thinking about my whole life. The first thought that came to my mind was my mom and my dad. You know, all the lessons.
I wondered about that with your dad, that later in his life, wasn't he told what you were doing on the field, that he actually couldn't see what you were doing on the field?
He was in the hospital a lot, so he never could really see me play. So I was always either calling him on the phone, even though he couldn't really talk back that much. Those memories kind of all flashed before me as a little kid growing up, and all the lessons, all the questions, and all the things that he challenged me with, my mom too as well, and all the encouragement that they brought upon my life. That all poured out.
Can you imagine somebody describing those last 8 minutes to your father?
Oh, man, I felt like I did, afterwards. I truly believe he had the best seat in the house.
He's got a first down the sidelines. Midfield, 45, 40, 30.
If somebody hadn't seen you play and you were going to describe your style, how would you do it?
Oh, tough question. Hopefully relentless. Hopefully I bring some excitement to the game. I can change the game in some way, for all the 5'11" quarterbacks out in the world, and maybe 5'10", all the people that doubt.
Okay, what's your official height?
I'm going to argue 5'11".
You're going to argue 5'11".
When my hair's long.
That's why you keep it long?
That's why I keep it long.
You might be 6 feet by game time.
Hey, you never know.
Here comes the blitz. Russell with the throw to the back of the end zone. He's got a man. He is in the end zone. Touchdown!
What's the one moment where you said, I'm really good?
I don't know if I've ever said that. I try to stay away from that.
But there wasn't a moment. Okay, then I can compete with these guys. I'm there to be able to at least be in the same conversation with Tom Brady or Peyton Manning or Aaron Rodgers.
Well, I've always had high confidence, but I think that my rookie year playing New England Patriots, that was kind of a big game. Playing Tom Brady, I went into Coach's office and I said, Coach, let me go. And ever since, he's kind of just completely trusted me with the offense.
But was it against Brady that brought it out that you said, let me go? Like, I'm ready to go.
Yeah,
let me test myself against him.
I wanted that. And, once you start a fire, it catches on, and I think that's kind of what we've been able to do in Seattle.
Can't help but be impressed by his composure, no matter what the score is. And Pete Carroll brought up that same New England game to you, that was really the turning point. He kind of let him out of the cage and said, go ahead, fly.
And it was pretty much the Patriots who forced that to happen, because they went into the game saying, we're going to take away Marshawn Lynch. They stuffed Lynch. They're 2 touchdowns ahead, and Russell Wilson had to win the game, Rodney. And it was these kind of plays where it didn't matter what the design of the play was. He was going to find a way to make it happen, win the ball game, get him back close, and give him a shot to win it. He scrambled, he moved around, he made plays, and then he set up this play.
Vince Wilfork, he's worried about the run. Coach Belichick, he's worried about Russell Wilson. And you talk about poise, throwing 4 interceptions in the NFC Championship game, coming back and showing that resiliency. That's why his teammates love him. He is a terrific leader.
Do you think this game is going to be decided on his right arm, Rodney?
Not necessarily, Dan. I think it comes down to Tom Brady being able to make plays against that defense. This is the best defense in the league that they face. I do believe the Patriots can have success on the defensive side of the ball because of Darrelle Revis.
All right, much more coming up. We'll go back to you, Bob.
Okay, Dan, Russell Wilson, 3rd year in the league, 6-1 in the postseason. You have never coached against him. He's on your schedule next year, but you've seen plenty of him. How would you attempt to stop the read option?
Well, the Patriots know that they got to keep him in the pocket in the passing game, and they got to defend him in the read option. So as far as the read option goes, they're going to have somebody on him every single play. That's going to be just disciplined football. As far as the pass rush part of it and keeping him in there, it's a cage rush. You can't rush past him. You got to rush to him. That means physical bull rushes through the offensive line of the Seattle Seahawks.
All right, John, thanks. Coming up, we take you on the field with the players as they warm up, and one of them is Tom Brady, who holds the all-time record for touchdown passes in the Super Bowl and in playoff games overall with 49.
Conquers the Tour de France to win the Derby! Hold on to the Preakness! On the Stakes!
8 championships, 1 home. NBC Sports Championship Season. They'll see you before you see them. Cops are cracking down on drinking and driving. Drive sober or get pulled over.
For you, bronze package. Triple the price, doubles the contract.
I make your little muscle into big muscle.
Okay, Onyx package. 3% divided by 7 minus your budget.
You want a big muscle?
And that's why I don't like gyms.
Well, we're not a gym, Randy. We're Planet Fitness.
No gym intimidation, no lunks, no pressure. Just $10 a month. We're not a gym. We're Planet Fitness.
Celebrate the new Planet Fitness in Hamilton by joining any area Planet Fitness for only $1 down and $10 a month. Now through February 6th.
Hello, I'm Tom Hanks, and I'm proud to serve as the National Honorary Chair for Rise Shine, the campaign for Wright State University, a rising leader in 21st century higher education. From groundbreaking research to world-class fine and performing arts, this university truly has a mission that matters. Please join me in supporting this campaign to forever change the future of Wright State University. Together, we will rise. Together, we will shine.
When Penn and Teller brought comedy to magic, they created a whole new kind of performance. The Mazda CX-5 brings a newly refined interior and sophisticated technology, together with a performance you'd never expect in a CUV. The Mazda CX-5.
Kevin Robinson leading the way with Cincinnati's most accurate forecast.
Stands filling up, anticipation building. Players for both teams have taken the field. And for more, here's Dan and the guys. Dan.
Thank you, Bob. The roof is open. Sun is shining. Temperature around 65 degrees. It got a whole lot warmer here in the last couple of minutes as both teams took the field. Let's meet some of the key ingredients for Super Bowl 49. And we start with Tom Brady looking for his 4th Super Bowl title. Rodney?
Tom Brady has 3 Super Bowl rings, but this is the one that he wants the most. Tom Brady gave me a text. He said, he's ready for the biggest game of my life. My mind is right. Our team is focused. We have a great game plan. Watch out.
And on the receiving end of Brady's passes tonight, Rob Gronkowski, the all-pro tight end, Tone.
To me, this is the biggest difference, Dan, between the last time the Patriots were in the Super Bowl. Gronkowski is healthy. He's been a huge factor in the playoffs. I know that's why Tom Brady is fired up about the game plan. They can move this guy around and do so many things with him.
He only had 2 catches in Super Bowl 46 when he was injured. Cam Chancellor is going to be the one who's going to keep an eye on Gronk, but we saw him with that bulky knee brace, Rod.
And Hines Ward talked about it. I saw him warming up, and he didn't look good. And the one thing about it, when you're playing in the Super Bowl, you get tired in the second and third quarter. In the fourth quarter, it can become a factor. But with that bulky knee brace, he doesn't stand a chance of defending Rob Gronkowski.
Chancellor, nicknamed Bam Bam, Julian Edelman.
He's got a chance to be a factor in a lot of ways. Great return man, and he can do it in the return game, but I also think they'll attack Richard Sherman with him because he's the type of receiver that gives Sherman problems. He's shifty, he's quick, and he catches the ball inside, not on the sideline. Look for Edelman to be all over the field tonight also.
Leads the team in receptions and receiving yards this postseason. Richard Sherman, Rodney.
You're right, Coach. He's a smart cornerback. He doesn't give up the big play, but the way you attack him is like you talked about, the short intermediate routes, the out cuts. You run bunch routes, but that's how you do it, and eventually you set him up for a double move.
He had interceptions in both playoff games so far this postseason. He is the Patriots version of beast mode. He's LeGarrette Blount, Tony.
Yeah, and he's really the wild card tonight. You don't know how Bill Belichick is going to use him. Against the Ravens, only 3 carries. But then the next week against the Colts, 30 carries, 148 yards. If he's in the game, this is what he's going to be doing, running north and south and running hard.
He did it against a soft coach defense. Let's see if he can do it against the best defense in the league.
Bobby Wagner, speaking of that defense.
Well, he's a great linebacker. And, Coach, you talked about how much you really like this guy. He's big, he's fast, he can go from sideline to sideline. I expect Tom Brady with Shane Vereen to spread these guys out and make them cover in space.
Really a great run defender. When he came back in the lineup, that defense really came on.
And Wagner received 1 MVP vote. That came from Tony Dungy.
Of course.
Russell Wilson, 3rd-year pro. He's making it look easy, Tony.
He is the leader of this team. He's calm, he's poised, and I really believe Bill Belichick is going to put the ball in his hands tonight. By that, I mean he's going to take away Marshawn Lynch, force Russell Wilson to throw and beat them. Wilson's going to have a great game for the Seahawks to win.
First quarterback in history to start 2 Super Bowls, first 3 seasons. Marshawn Lynch, Rodney.
He is physical. He is big. Vince Wilfork called him the best back in the league. And the thing about him is he gets stronger as the game goes on, and he will wear you down. But he's also a terrific receiver out of the backfield.
Led the league with 17 total touchdowns this season. Vince Wilfork is going to have to be the run stopper here, Tony.
He really is. Vince is not the same player he was in the past, but he's a great leader, and he is a run defender, a big run defender, as you see right there, and that's what they're going to need. We can't let Marshawn Lynch run the ball inside. That's what he told Rodney. It's going to be his job tonight to make sure that happens.
His 4th Super Bowl appearance. One of the underrated wide receivers, Doug Baldwin, Rodney.
Yeah, and he always talks about not getting respect. He's their best wide receiver. But he makes a lot of big plays down the field because of Russell Wilson's ability to scramble and extend plays. And when he's open, Coach, he finds, even if it's not right there, he'll find the open spot in the defense. He is a really good player.
He had a touchdown in last year's Super Bowl. Darrelle Revis, guys. Tony, I'll start with you.
Great player, great cover corner. There's going to be a lot of pressure on him tonight. They are going to be in man-to-man coverage all night so those safeties can defend the run. He's got to play lights out, and when they go at him, he's got to make plays like that, intercept the ball.
And he talked about plastering. He told me I have to plaster a receiver. That means I have to cover the receiver and be prepared to cover a receiver for 5 to 8 seconds.
Who is Revis going to cover?
I think he's going to be on Doug Baldwin. I think Brandon Browner will defend Jermaine Kearse because of the size difference.
All right, when we come back, we'll tell you who these guys think will win. Back to you, Bob.
Okay, back with John Harbaugh. Shows you how good and how deep these teams are. They ran through a whole list of players, and still there are more. Let's start with Michael Bennett.
Michael Bennett is the key to the inside pass rush for the Seahawks. You cannot let Tom Brady step up in the pocket and make throws. You got to get in his face. We did a good job of that. Melody Nada, the rest of our inside pass rushers. Michael Bennett's going to be the key there.
What about the second-year linebacker, Jamie Collins?
Well, we were talking about stopping this quarterback, and the best way to do it is with athletic linebackers. Jamie Collins is a great young player. He's an athlete. He's going to be roaming around the back end. When Russell Wilson gets out and starts to scramble, this guy's going to be able to run him down.
Before we talk again about Tom Brady, a quick clarification. I said earlier he has the most postseason touchdown passes. He does with 49, but not the most Super Bowl touchdown passes. He has 9. Most Super Bowl touchdown passes? Who do you think?
I think it's Joe Flacco.
No, it's Joe Montana.
Joe Montana.
It's Joe Montana with 11. With 11. Coming up, Tom Brady on his 3rd try at winning his 4th career Super Bowl.
This portion of the Super Bowl 49 pregame show on NBC was brought to you by Mercedes-Benz.
Hey, pass me a kickstart.
Kickstart. With 2 new flavors, it tastes good.
Trying to predict the future is a discouraging and hazardous occupation. The only thing we can be sure of about the future is that it will be absolutely fantastic. So, if what I tell you appears absolutely unbelievable, have we any chance of visualizing the future as it really will happen?
The Divergent series, Insurgent, rated PG-13. Tickets on sale February 25th.
I worked some long hours keeping my clients wrinkle-free, and that meant falling behind on my shows. So I switched to Xfinity. Their cloud-based DVR is perfect for me because it lets me take my recorded shows anywhere I go. See? I have all my dramas, my food shows, and of course all my comedies.
Not on my watch. Where do they come up with this stuff?
With the cloud-based X1 DVR, Xfinity is perfect for people who can't always be home.
After Super Bowl 49, don't miss the Chevy postgame show where the Super Bowl MVP will be announced. You'll be able to vote for the MVP by going to NFL.com/MVP or on your mobile device by texting MVP to 69635. The way it will work is this. The fan vote will count for 20% of the balloting. 16 designated media members covering the game will count for the remaining 80%. Now, on to Tom Brady. He's a two-time Super Bowl MVP and a three-time world champion. And tonight, he's taking his third shot at title number 4. Earlier, we showed you my interview with Brady on the Deflategate controversy. If you missed it, you can watch it now on NBCSports.com. Meanwhile, we also spoke with Brady about the challenge of facing the Seahawks. You and Russell Wilson represent different types of quarterbacks, more than one way to skin a cat. Give me your impressions of Russell Wilson.
Well, I wish I could do some of the things that he's able to do back there with the football. He's an incredible playmaker. He's got, Barry Sanders-like skill back there. You can't get him on the ground. You think you got him, and then he, spins out of it and makes an incredible throw down the field. So he's a great young player. I don't want to see him have a very good game this particular game. But, it's going to take a big effort by our defense.
There's a famous quote. It might have been Bill Parcells' quote that losing hurts worse than winning feels good. You've won it 3 times. You've lost it twice. Is Parcells right?
It's the thrill of victory is pretty sweet. I haven't felt that in a long time, in 10 years, so it's hard to kind of go back and remember exactly how I felt. I know a lot of things were happening so quick and fast in my life at that time. To kind of endure the last 10 years and fight through the ups and downs. We've had some great years. Obviously, the Super Bowl losses have been, very tough.
Elite catch is made down at the 25. What a play. David Tyree.
If there's one, I would guess, that stings the most, it's the one where you were this close, but for a 1 in a million catch, you not only win the Super Bowl, you go 19-0, and you lay claim to being the best single-season team of all time, plus add another Super Bowl. That one's got to occasionally flash through your mind, right?
Yeah. I think all those those hurt. I remember waking up the next day feeling like it was a bad dream, and I woke up and I was like, oh no, this can't be happening. And that's what happened. That's what we dealt with. And I think all those things make you stronger. You really appreciate the winning. You appreciate the opportunity to play here, and hopefully I can appreciate winning a championship if we go out there and we play the way we're capable.
Now you've got a chance to tie Joe Montana and Terry Bradshaw with 4 Super Bowl wins. Quarterbacks play in different contexts, different eras, different teammates, different systems, so a little bit of it is apples and oranges. But if you've gone to 6 and won 4, I can't make a better case for anybody than I can make for you as the best ever. Are you aware of that?
I've never looked at it like that, and I've never put myself in any historical perspective. Those are the guys that I idolized growing up, and like you said, to me it is all apples to oranges. I've been very fortunate to play in the same system for 15 years. I've had, a phenomenal coach, the best teammates that have all committed to one another. So, we're the AFC champ, we're representing the AFC, so I hope we go out and represent us very well.
I know you're supposed to take it one game and one play at a time, and you have a formidable opponent. But if you allowed yourself to think of what it might be like with the game in hand to be standing on the sideline or running out the clock with a kneel down and saying, we've been there 6 times, this is our 4th, an especially tough year, mission accomplished.
Well, I think you should think like that. And I think it's, to have those thoughts, and whenever you have some self-doubt, you put yourself in that mind frame, and you believe that you can accomplish those things, and that's what allows you to reach your highest potential. So I thought about that. I thought about how great of a feeling that would be. Now we just got to go make it come true.
His personal statistics, all the trips to the Super Bowl speak for themselves. What might not the average fan know about Tom Brady that makes him great?
He's got many, many talents, but the one that's going to have the biggest impact in this game is his eyes. The ability to move a defense with his eyes. Seattle's going to drop the spots a lot like we did. He's going to start over here with his eyes, knowing all along the ball's going over there. Probably to a seam route to Gronkowski or Edelman. He's going to throw the ball almost without looking over there, get them to take 2 steps the wrong way, and he's got a big play.
All right, kickoff approaching. So, too, is the matchup between Tom Brady's multifaceted offense and Seattle's vaunted and brash defense.
I go to sleep thinking about the scheme and, their strengths, thinking about what you can do to compete against those guys.
They've had, great defense for a long time. It's a big challenge for our team. I think, we're poised for it. Hopefully we can go out there and do it.
Oh, my word!
To beat us, you just going to have to dog us off the field. You're going to have to dog us, drag us off the field. And if you drag us off the field and beat us like dogs and make us limp off, tip my hat to you. Tip my hat to you. And we'll see you again someday. Just like the Green Bay game. They didn't put the foot on the throat and finish the job.
The largest comeback in conference championship history.
You got to put your foot on our throat and finish us, or we're going to get up and we're going to beat you to the ground, and we're going to smile about it.
Are you kidding me?
Brady from the gun, looking for Gronkowski.
The Seattle Seahawks, they're an unbelievable team.
Touchdown, Patriots!
Well, guess what? That goes both ways.
This place has just gotten ignited.
Rob Gronkowski is, in my opinion, one of the best offensive weapons in this league. And anytime you have a guy like that on your team, you're going to have a smile.
Gronkowski dives! Touchdown, Patriots!
Especially if he's taking the attention away from everyone else.
Protein bars for everybody!
That's going to be big on big.
Cam Chancellor, the big takeaway.
He's going to come out and play his best game, and I know that for sure. So, I'm going to answer the call and do the same.
I'm excited. This is a great opportunity for our team. I can't wait to go out there and show the world what we're capable of.
I think people get the wrong impression of Tom. I think people think he's a goody two-shoes and, straight by it. No, he's
sort of a smart aleck,
He's run his mouth on a few occasions.
You like guys like that that's going to compete.
I got a lot of confidence in what we do offensively. I got a lot of confidence in what we do defensively. However it shakes out, whatever it takes to win, that's what we got to do.
All right, let's look at the game plans here. Let's start with New England.
Well, Rodney got the text from Tom Brady. He was excited about the plan. I think the plan is the short passing game tonight. They're going to use some formations, try to spread the Seahawks out and take Rob Gronkowski out of his normal tight end position. See if they can get Cam Chancellor out of the box and get that coverage on Gronkowski. That's going to open up some other mismatches. If he is covered, if he's got a lot of attention, go to Julian Edelman, go to Shane Vereen, and these underneath short balls, keep the chains moving.
Seattle's defense, they don't mind that short passing routes because last year in the Super Bowl, they'll have a linebacker or a strong safety sitting there waiting to deliver the knockout blow. Now, if Tom Brady wants to spread them out and pass the ball 50 times, this defense believes that that's 50 times for them to have an opportunity to create a turnover.
Can New England run the ball successfully against Seattle?
I think they can, but I think their idea is that take those big linebackers, spread them out, get them in space, make them pass defenders.
If they want to win this football game, it's not going to be because of LeGarrette Blount. It's going to be because of Tom Brady.
When we come back, who's going to win and why?
Leave it all on the field today, man. After the game, we're going to be great. Dominate on 3. 1, 2, 3. Dominate.
Bring in your Verizon or AT&T bill, turn in your old phone, and we'll cut your rate plan in half. Visit us online or visit a Sprint store today.
Since the beginning of time,
We have protected mankind. You are the seventh son of a seventh son, and war is coming.
Help is here!
I'm no hero. I'm no warrior. I'm something else.
Seventh son, rated PG-13.
It's the first ever mini hardtop 4-door. It might take some getting used to. The mini hardtop 4-door. Same handling, more handles.
We'll make this little quick adjustment to this thing, right? A little bit more inside.
Let's go get it. Let's go get it.
We can then get that comeback. We can get this thing right.
The question I get most often is, Icky, do you celebrate everything? I'm gonna get some cold cut. I'm gonna get some cold cut. Boy, I still got it. I got Yahtzee. I got Yahtzee. I got Yahtzee.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more.
I think our guy's left-handed. He went left 4 times.
And that means he's left-handed.
More than likely, yes.
Your son, he's going to find out his parents and sister are Russian spies.
Allegiance premieres Thursday, following the Blacklist, part of the all-new NBC Thursday.
Aerial coverage today and tonight brought to you by Budweiser. All right, the moment is just about upon us. Gentlemen, who's going to win and why? Let's start with Hines Ward.
Well, I see Seattle's defensive line dominating this game the same way they did in last year's Super Bowl against Peyton Manning and the Denver Broncos, Coach.
New England's going to win this game, Hines.
You would go against me, huh?
2 reasons, basically. Bill Belichick's got something up his cutoff sleeve tonight for sure. And
Under that hoodie.
Absolutely. And any team that beats the Ravens can win the Super Bowl.
Fair enough. So it's 1-1 here. Let's see what Dan and the guys say.
All right. I love that from John. All right, Tony, who do you have?
I like Seattle in a very close game. I think Bill Belichick is going to force Russell Wilson to win the game, and I think he's going to scramble around and make some plays to do it.
I know you've been procrastinating. You weren't even sure 5 minutes ago who you're taking.
Dan, at the beginning of the year, I said Seattle will repeat. But when I looked at Bill Belichick, when he walked across this field, he looked focused. It's hard for me to imagine, Coach, that Bill Belichick will lose 3 straight Super Bowls.
Well, let me give you 2 things here, Dan. Russell Wilson is 10-0 against Super Bowl winning quarterbacks, and the #1 scoring defense, which Seattle has, is 15-5 in past Super Bowls.
I don't know what all those stats mean, but I know this. They didn't have Darrelle Revis. They didn't have Brandon Browner. Jamie Collins is the best athlete on the field. I believe that he can spy Russell Wilson and shut him down.
Quickly, your MVP is?
Julian Edelman.
Who's your MVP?
Russell Wilson.
All right, we'll see you at halftime, Bob.
Okay, Dan, subplots galore in this game. Here's just one of them. 15 years ago, it all happened in a 36-hour period. Pete Carroll was fired by the New England Patriots. The next day, Bill Belichick resigned as head coach of the Jets just as he was about to take over for the departing Bill Parcells. Instead, Belichick would become the coach of the Patriots and begin the run that has elevated him into the conversation as one of the greatest coaches ever. Meanwhile, Carroll would go to the college ranks and turn USC into a national power before returning to the NFL in Seattle and winning a Super Bowl of his own. So now they cross paths again. Do Carroll's Seahawks become the first team since the Patriots of a decade ago to win the Super Bowl back-to-back? Or do the Patriots turn back the clock and reassert themselves as the NFL's gold standard? If they do, regardless of what you think of the controversies that surround them, the Patriots will further elevate both their coach and their quarterback in the pantheon of the game's greats. So that's one of the questions to be answered tonight. Al, Chris, and Michelle are standing by. They'll have their say right after Carrie Underwood has hers. Enjoy Super Bowl 49. Katy Perry and I will see you at halftime.
We started out as a Vikings family. Until my son Brendan met Sarah from Philly, got married, moved to Cincy, and had Bengal babies. While my daughter Julie met Emmitt Smith and never let us forget it. And after years of eating Roethlisbergers, my son Dan became a fan of the guy too. And that's how my Vikings family became a Vikings, Bengals, Eagles, Steelers, Cowboys family. NFL Shop, jerseys, gear, and gifts for the whole entire family.
Hi, I'm Neil Patrick Harris. I only have 15 seconds to tell you about my new really big show. So I thought instead, why not perform a thrilling number to give you a glimpse of what's coming? Let's do it!
We're out of time, Neil.
Wait, what?
It's a pattern. We've got responsibilities, from down here to downtown. And sometimes there's nothing routine about it. But when we lean on each other, we make today happen. It takes a team to make your mornings better. And this is the team you've trusted for years.
Together, we make today.
The Cincinnati way. News 5 Today and the Today Show.
Leading the way.
They'll see you before you see them. Cops are cracking down on drinking and driving. Drive sober or get pulled over.
Every baby is unique, and so is every birth, which is why so many new moms choose Premier Health. We offer access to a larger range of birthing options and decades of experience helping women become mothers. So we have everything you need for your own unique bundle of joy. Premier Health, leading with care.
Kevin Robinson, leading the way with Cincinnati's most accurate forecast.
Spanish audio provided by NBC Universo.
To the Chevy Colorado kickoff show. It's a beautiful late afternoon, University of Phoenix Stadium, Glendale, Arizona. The roof is open. Temperature in the mid-60s. And here's a first look into the Patriots locker room. The AFC champs, 12-4 4 during the regular season, beat the Ravens and the Colts in the playoffs to get here. Down the hall, a look into the Seahawks locker room. NFC champs 12-4. They beat the Panthers and the Packers to get to Super Bowl 49. Al Michaels, Chris Collinsworth, Michelle Tafoya. Well, it has been, without doubt, the craziest preamble ever to a Super Bowl. But what do you know? A game is ready to break out, finally. And it's a compelling one, matching two teams, each the best in their respective conferences. Seattle tries to win a second straight. New England tries to win a fourth in the 21st century. Of course, the national conversation, Chris, for the last 2 weeks has dealt with deflated footballs and an investigation. All the Patriots basically saying to us, that's just noise outside, won't be a distraction. What do you say?
The word distraction and Patriots, it just doesn't seem to go together, does it? You think back to Spygate in 2007, they almost ran the table that season. Earlier this year, the sky was falling, and here they are again in the Super Bowl. They have a tendency to rally around each other, and when they do, they're even more dangerous. I think they'll come up big here today.
On the other side, your initial thoughts about the reigning champion Seahawks.
Let's talk about Russell Wilson. I think he's one of the most charismatic young leaders we've seen come in the NFL in a long, long time. And today he has a chance to beat Tom Brady and Peyton Manning in back-to-back Super Bowls. How strong is that?
Pre-game festivities going on right back after this with more of the kickoff show from the University of Phoenix Stadium in Glendale, Arizona, as we get set for Super Bowl 49.
Tonight's kickoff show is brought to you by the all-new Chevy Colorado, Motor Trend's 2015 Truck of the Year.
Sometimes I like to quit. Nothing ever seems to fit.
Chevy Colorado. When you find new roads, you win Motor Trend's Truck of the Year.
That turkey looks good.
Yeah, I'm eating right. I'm doing the Tough Dodger.
What's the Tough Dodger?
Oh, it's a triathlon, but with dodgeballs.
Oh, that was a good time. Oh, no. Hey. Oh, no, right? Okay, all right. Woo. Do they leave a mark?
Not on the outside.
However you're staying fit, start at Subway with our Fresh Fit sandwiches. Try a delicious turkey breast, protein-packed with tender turkey that's oven roasted to perfection, stacked with flavor, and still a better-for-you choice. Subway, eat fresh.
Hey, pass me a kickstart.
Mountain Dew Kickstart with 2 new flavors that taste good.
I'm offering you the opportunity to become a Kingsman.
Like a spy.
Of sorts.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It's a bit much, innit?
Sorry about that. Needed to let off a little steam.
I like it. Kingsman, the Secret Service. Rated R.
You know you want a truck. Chevy Colorado. Motor Trend's Truck of the Year.
This is where Peyton and Eli came out to play.
This is where Cam played.
Up this driveway is where JJ played.
This is the park where Johnny Unitas played.
And this is where Jim Kelly
and Dan Marino
and Victor Cruz all played.
Can you come out to play?
Every kid's got to play. 60 minutes a day, every day. NFL plays 60.
Super Bowl 49 on NBC is brought to you by the all-new Chevy Colorado, Motor Trend's 2015 Truck of the Year. By Reebok, be more human. By Esurance, get a quote for you, not someone sort of like you. And by Microsoft, empowering us all.
A look outside the stadium. The roof is not open that often. They only open it up for the Arizona Cardinals about 2 or 3 times a year. Not at all this season, but it's open today. Gorgeous day as the New England Patriots come out of their locker room, ready to come out onto the field, and let's take a look at their starters.
Tom Brady, Michigan. LeGarrette Blount, Taylor County High School. Shane Vereen, University of California.
Julian Edelman, Kent State.
JoJo LaFell, LSU. Rob Gronkowski, Arizona.
Nate Solder, Colorado.
Dan Campbell, Southeast Missouri.
Brian Stork, Florida State.
Ryan Lundell, Fresno State.
Sebastian Palmer, University of Houston.
Rob Ninkovich, Purdue.
Vince Wilfork, Hurricanes.
Silver Shalinga, the University of Utah. Alan Branch, University of Michigan.
Chandler Jones, Syracuse University.
Dante Hightower, the University of Alabama.
Zach McCollin, Southern Miss.
Terrell Reeves, Pitt.
Patrick Chung, Ducks.
Kevin McCourty, Rutgers.
Brandon Browner, Oregon State.
Stephen Gostkowski, University of Memphis.
Ryan Allen, Louisiana Tech University.
Danny Aiken, University of Virginia.
Tom Brady ready to make his entrance. And here come the Seattle Seahawks, NFC champs, reigning Super Bowl champs, ready to come out onto the field. Let's take a look at the Seattle starters.
Russell Wilson from a whole pack of Badgers. Marshawn Lynch, Oakland Ice City, California. Doug Baldwin, Stanford. Jermaine Kearse, Washington. Luke Wilson, Rice University.
Tony Moyaki, University of Iowa.
Russell Okung, Oklahoma State.
James Carpenter, Alabama.
Max Unger, Oregon. J.R. Sweezy, NC State. Justin Britt, LHS, MIZ. Cliff Averill, Boilermaker.
Tony McDaniel, Tennessee.
Kevin Williams, Oklahoma State.
Michael Bennett, Texas A&M.
KJ Wright, Mississippi State. Bobby Wagner, the Utah State.
Bruce Irvin, Almost Heaven, West Virginia. Richard Sherman, Stanford.
Cam Chancellor, Virginia Tech.
Earl Thomas, DBU, Texas.
Byron Maxwell, CC Glenn. Stephen Hauschka, Middlebury College. John Ryan, University of Regina. Clint Gresham, Texas Christian.
Patriots, Seahawks, and we're ready to meet the AFC champion as you welcome the New England Patriots. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the NFC champion, Seattle Seahawks. In this stadium right now. Crowd still filing in. Super Bowl 49. Coming up.
Are we weirdos? Can we be obsessive, fanatical, extreme? Okay, maybe just a little. But maybe you have to be crazy. Want to spend every day beaten and muddy and sore. And for what? Why do we do it? But we're not out here flipping tires to be better tire flippers. We're doing it to be better, period. Better leaders, better parents, better, stronger, more determined humans. Capable of anything. To honor our bodies and sharpen our minds. To be more human.
Would you be willing to give up sharing your moment? Sacrifice streaming all night long? Is it okay to drop a connection when you need it most? If you're not on the largest, most reliable network, what are you giving up? Verizon.
Come on. That's a terrible call.
Don't settle for unflavored crust. Make the right call with Pizza Hut.
That crust is incomplete. And you know it, Phil.
Rex Ryan?
For a limited time, get the ultimate crust flavor with the triple cheese covered stuffed crust pizza. Made with premium cheddar, aged Asiago and Parmesan. Try a large for $11.99.
Not again.
Only at Pizza Hut.
Turn down for what? Turn down for what? Turn down for what?
From executive producer Ellen DeGeneres, that's me, comes a new comedy about best friends trying to have a baby. One of them falls in love, and I think there's a cranky grandpa.
There's no grandpa.
Well, now he's really going to be cranky.
One Big Happy, coming this March to NBC.
Tonight's kickoff show is brought to you by the all-new Chevy Colorado, Motor Trend's 2015 Truck of the Year.
The Walter Payton NFL Man of the Year Award is the only NFL award that honors outstanding community service as well as excellence on the field.
The legacy of Walter Payton as an exceptional athlete and humanitarian is carried on by standout NFL players who conduct themselves in an exemplary fashion in uniform while also demonstrating outstanding contributions to society off the field. Annually, each of the 32 NFL clubs nominates a candidate for the prestigious Walter Payton NFL Man of the Year Award to recognize their teammates who best embody the spirit of sweetness.
Every day we try to be the best football players we can be, but along the way we can have an unbelievable impact.
There's so much good being done in this league. This award recognizes the best of the best.
Please welcome 2013 Walter Payton NFL Man of the Year Award winner, Charles Tillman, joined by Jarrett and Brittany Payton.
Winning the Walter Payton NFL Man of the Year Award last year was a defining moment in my career. It reinforced that we as NFL athletes have to make real change within our communities. And now it is my privilege and honor to introduce the winner of the 2014 Walter Payton NFL Man of the Year, Mr. Thomas Davis of the Carolina Panthers.
Earlier today, the NFL lost one of the most respected members of its family, the matriarch of the New York Giants, Mrs. Ann Mara. Please join in a moment of silence for a remarkable lady who for decades inspired a family, a team, and all who knew her. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, in celebration of this beautiful country, please welcome 9-time Grammy Award winner, John Legend.
Oh, beautiful for spacious skies, for amber ways of grain, for purple mountains because God shed his grace on thee and crowned the good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea to shining sea.
Presenting the colors this evening is a joint service color guard from right here in Arizona. These proud men and women are assigned to active, guard, and reserve units based in Arizona and represent all members of your United States military. To honor America with the singing of our national anthem, please welcome Tony Award winner Idina Menzel.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
The U.S. Air Force Thunderbirds, our gratitude to those airmen and our troops serving around the globe. Coin toss when we come back.
We're putting a team together.
Move quickly to the surface!
To survive our world, they'll need to work together.
Let's go. Team.
I want a new team. This one's broken. Stick to the plan.
If you ate all that, you'd have enough energy to run around the world!
When is this sugar gonna wear off? And get supersized. They're beautiful. The SpongeBob movie, Sponge Out of Water.
Maybe you should get that checked out.
Why? Rated PG.
Can a truck change how people feel about a guy? We talk to real people, not actors. We showed them two pictures of the same guy in the same location. The only difference, the vehicle behind him.
Which man is sexier?
Truck. That one has way more sex appeal. This guy is definitely the guy your mom wants you to marry, and this is the guy you're going to run off to and leave him to be with him.
You know you want a truck. The all-new Chevy Colorado. Motor Trend's 2015 Truck of the Year.
Hi, welcome to McDonald's. How can I help you?
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Excuse me?
What's that? Come on, seriously?
How about you just tell me how much it is?
That is how much it is.
It's called the blacklist. That sounds exciting. I'm talking about the criminals you don't even know exist.
Bennington. That's me. A game-changing all-new Blacklist tonight after the Super Bowl.
From New York. Live from New York. Ladies and gentlemen.
Tonight's kickoff show is brought to you by the all-new Chevy Colorado, Motor Trend's 2015 Truck of the Year.
Al Michaels and Chris Collinsworth back for Super Bowl 49. The game has been dissected 48 million ways this week. But you, my man, get the last word. It's a chess match. There are always some telltale signs early in the game. What will you look for over the first 4 or 5 minutes?
Well, I think in last year's Super Bowl, it took about 5 minutes to figure out that Seattle's defense was just too fast, too athletic for Denver. So I think in this one, for New England's tackles, they have to prove not only can they play big, but they can play fast.
And the Seahawks, of course, ran away with it at the Meadowlands. Now, give me a guy on each team who you think will be most impactful in determining the outcome of this game.
Tom Brady, he's going to have to play nearly perfectly against Richard Sherman and the Legion of Boom. And on the other side, Marshawn Lynch. Everything Russell Wilson wants to do starts with Marshawn Lynch.
I think it's going to be a heck of a game. What do you think?
Great.
All right, what about the coin toss now? I'll tell you what, we have come a long way, baby. There was the coin toss for Super Bowl I. Now it takes a small village to get it done. Here's the PA announcer, Scott Graham.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the captains for the New England Patriots and the Seattle Seahawks. And coin toss participants, honorary captains, Teddy Bruschi of the New England Patriots and Kenny Easley of the Seattle Seahawks. And now, referee Bill Vinovich.
Good afternoon, gentlemen, and welcome to Super Bowl 49. Congratulations on a great season, and good luck this evening. We have a commemorative coin. The Lombardi Trophy is heads, the stadium is tails. New England, you've been designated the visitors. Heads. You have the call.
Heads.
He is called heads. It is tails. You want to toss? Seattle will defer. You want the ball? Which way do you want to kick? Turn it around, please. New England will receive in the first half. Good luck, gentlemen.
So we'll see Tom Brady very early, and we'll see Michelle Tafoya right now.
Al, thank you. I'm with Seattle Seahawks head coach Pete Carroll. Coach, it's been 10 years since a team won back-to-back Super Bowl championships. It happened to be the Patriots back in 2004. What gives you the most confidence that you have a bunch that's ready to break that drought and make some history tonight?
Well, honestly, we're not thinking about that at all. It really doesn't have any bearing on what's going on. If it happens, it happens. We're going to try to play the same kind of football we always play. We play every game like it's a championship night, and this one is the same. So I want to see us play like we're capable. I'm not looking for anything special. I just want to see our guys play with great energy, really great enthusiasm, play tough and smart. And we do that, we'll be okay, and we'll take whatever happens.
And what was your final message to your guys before they took the field?
Exactly that. Exactly. Just trust in ourselves, believe in one another, and support one another. That's how we do this all year long.
Coach, thank you.
Thank you.
And 3 members of the Legion of Boom come into this game nursing injuries. Richard Sherman told us he tore a ligament in his left elbow in the NFC Championship game. Earl Thomas said his injury in that game was a dislocated left shoulder and torn labrum. And Cam Chancellor injured his left knee on the second-to-last play of practice on Friday. Initially, the Seahawks called it a bruised knee, but the stabilizing brace he's wearing indicates it's more than that. As for the Patriots, rookie center Brian Stork, who missed the AFC Championship game with an injured right knee, is active. He will start tonight, Al.
Michelle, Katy Perry warming up for halftime. The footballs have been weighed and measured. I guarantee it. Super Bowl 49 next on NBC.
Waiting all day for a Super Bowl fight.
Okay, folks, she's a little shy, so give her a hand when she comes out.
Eyes on me. Good.
We have a new attraction. Think it'll scare the kids?
This will give the parents nightmares.
He just went and made a new dinosaur? Probably not a good idea.